What's going on, guys? Greg here. I got another saber for you guys. This one is a Korbanth DV6, and I actually did this for Korbanth himself, or Mr. Johnson. I talked to him a couple months ago, and I discussed with him about doing an install because I'm newer in the business, and he agreed. So he sent me over. I said, any of your 4 new sabers. So he sent me over his DV6. He said, do whatever you want with it, just let me see what you can do. So what I did is I did a Biscotti install for him with an accuracy upgrade. If you know that the DV6 comes, and then this shroud right here is usually just chrome, and so I painted it flat black, and then I gave it a shot of clear coat. And then I also have a Darth Vader DV6 blade plug from KR Sabers, dual activation, and then there's also a little surprise with the saber that we'll find out. Let's see, what else. So this, you can either use this right here or this here as a blade retention when you get the saber, and I chose to do this one. So this is trimmed down and doesn't need to be moved at all. So if you wanted to take it, just unscrew here, comes out, back in. We have Nano Biscotti inside, like I said. We have a Darth Vader Episode 6 font. And what I did is I took the font and I just broke it up into 2 files, kind of like what Shamim does most of the time, where we have 8 swings, 8 clashes on one, and then 8 swings, 8 clashes on another, and a couple different boot sounds. I think it's the same power off, power on, and it's the same hum. Internal recharge port with there's a 3D printed chassis in here from Shapeways. And yeah, that's about it. Oh, and it's a deep red white flash on clash for the LED. And then there's also it was dual activation, so it doesn't matter which order you use them. It can be on off, on off, on off, on off, but it's those right there. The kit itself is actually really good. The install was super easy. There's a lot of room, especially compared to Graphics 2.0, which is weird because this is actually a smaller hilt, but for some reason there just seemed like there was a ton more room. But I'm not complaining. And the only problem that there was is that I talked to a couple people, and if you look right here, there's a hole that's in the side here. I talked to about 5 or 6 other people who have the DV6, and only one person said they had that similar hole. I don't know if that was something with the shop in China, how they sent it over, or what, but I actually ended up using that as I tapped it, and then used that as a retention hole for the chassis that's inside. So aside from the 2 D-rings, there's no shaking going on in there. So everything's snug, quiet, and good to go. Let's see. So yeah, let's get her fired up. Oh, and like I said last time, is that I keep the sound fonts a little bit lower than normal, just because I'm in a dormitory. So this will be a lot louder when Mr. Johnson gets it. So.
You underestimate the power of the dark side.
And then power off. And like I said, you can see here, so it's either of these. So power on, power off, power on, power off. And then you press and hold either one, or you can do both, but it's really pointless. But press and hold either one to switch sound banks. Again, this is the second half of Keenan's DV6 font. also overall, like I said, the saber's a lot of fun. It's a really good saber. It's really pretty, and I actually have fallen in love with it. So, Korbanth, if you end up not wanting it, I'll take it. Then the only thing is that, like I said, the 2 D-rings make a lot of noise. You can actually remove this one right here. There's a screw right there. You can see behind the blade plug. So if you want to remove it, you could. I don't see the need to. It would make it inaccurate. And then, like I say, the second D-ring down here. But I had also mentioned that there was a little bit of surprise at the end, which was the fact that I kind of lied. So this is the Darth Rio chassis, and it's a full crystal reveal that I decided to do as a thank you for Korbanth himself. So this is the Master Chassis by Darth Rio. So if I can get it to focus. There's actually 2 crystals. There's one down there and one up there. Like I said, there's the internal recharge port. You got brass rods, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8. This right here can slide a little bit. Because of the way I have it cut, it can't slide all the way up because that'll make it so it doesn't fall off. We can go down, up, anything like you want, or if you want to pop it in place, you can push it down. Don't want to break it. Just push it down just a little bit, and it'll actually lock in place a little bit. But when the saber's held together, you don't hear anything, anyways. But like I said, this was kind of a thank you for Korbanth. He does a lot for the community, as you guys know. He sells a ton of sabers, obviously, and so as a thank you for him, letting me do this for him, I kind of upgraded him with a really nice chassis and a nice reveal, so it's kind of something he can put on his shelf and hopefully be proud of. And yeah, so fire it up one more time. And these are just wired to the battery directly, so that when you pull the kill key, which I have right here, it's one of the slotted kill keys, so you have to put it in the right way. So let's see. So it powers off, and then as soon as you pull the kill key, it'll turn on and play your book. Oh, and we also have a Railmaster speaker. So nice, really, really good speaker. I like him better than the Vecco. Everyone has their opinions, but that's just me personally. So yeah, let's get it fired up one more time. So. Yeah, and so that is it. Mr. Johnson, I hope you enjoy. I had a lot of fun building this. Like I said, I want one myself now, so we'll see kind of how things go. But yeah, I thought this was a really good saber build. And the reason I was saying earlier that this was a much easier build than the 2.0 was that just the way the board sits, where it's on top of the crystal chamber, because the board sits right in here. The fact that it's on top of the crystal chamber instead of directly behind it, like we had in the 2.0s, to me makes a big difference. It made it a lot easier to install. It made it a lot more fun, and a lot less frustrating. So yeah, Mr. Johnson, I hope you like it. I'm excited for you to get this and hopefully do a review. And yeah, thank you guys.